All right. It is time for the race number 4 in the 1994 Winston Cup season. Quick look at the points. I am currently in third. I'm 76 behind the leader, 22 behind Ken Schrader. Looking pretty good. 3 races in, 3 top 10s. I haven't finished on the lead lap in any of these races, but the points are looking pretty good. It unfortunately, I've had a couple run-ins with Jarrett early in the season, one at Rockingham and then one at Richmond, and the one at Richmond took a lot of the top drivers out, so that's made it a little easier, but I'm up in third right now. All right, this one's at Atlanta. I'm using the Atlanta Retro track. So the default AI tire wear left and right was 0.54 and 0.62. I reduced that by 0.03 for the last race I did in the 92 season, and I've reduced it again by another 0.02. So I'm now at 0.49 and 0.57. I think that will make the AI a lot more competitive over the longer run. All right, so this is at Atlanta. 100% is 328 laps. There were 42 cars in this race. 97%. This is the same opponent difficulty I did in the fall race at Atlanta in the 92 season. But I think with the tire wear change, it'll make the race a little more competitive. Though I think in that race I finished like third. I can't remember exactly. All right, realistic, all boxes checked. Cloudy. I don't like the cloudiness here. The car, this track is not one of the default tracks, so it drives kind of weird. Like at the very beginning when the tires are cold, the car is really loose. Like it just wants to spin out. But then after like 3 or 4 laps, the car starts to get tight. So I don't really want to tighten the car up just for those first 1 or 2 laps. So I don't know. It just doesn't really feel that great to me. But so with the cloudiness, I'm a little worried about trying to qualify and the car being loose and stuff like that. But let's get to it. All right, still cloudy. Should I try and change something?
Drivers, to your cars.
I think I am going to just make a quick change like that. And we'll call it my qual. And this is the default Lowe's night qualifying and fast setups. All right, here we go. I actually spun out in qualifying at Richmond. And I wasn't expecting to. Here, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Even if I qualify well, I'll be between like 25th and 35th.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
So I don't have a whole lot of expectations as far as starting position. It's already getting loose right there.
One more lap.
Just doesn't feel very stable, and I just don't really trust it. All right, 24th. That's not bad. It just feels really uncomfortable. All right. All right, so this is a default Lowe's Night fast setup. The original setup that came with this track would bottom out a lot going into the turns, and I didn't like it. So the default Lowe's Night setup seems to work the best. Let's see, what does it say here? 66 laps, that sounds about right. It'll be pretty consistent with the pit stops. Every 64 to 67 laps, people will be pitting. I just got to remember when I go green, so I remember when to expect people pitting. I was not doing a very good job of that at Richmond, and that's what caused that incident with Dale Jarrett. I need to be paying attention to that so I know when to start watching out for AI. Let's do a quick pit stop just to check where I'm at on pit road. Alright, I'm like right at the start finish line.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
3,500. Alright, I'll keep it at about 3,250.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
And I think I'm actually a little better at pit stops here compared to the AI, because they'll just jump right off the track going into turn 3. So getting on pit road, they're pretty slow. I hope it stays clear for the race. The car feels so much more comfortable when it's clear. And I do prefer running the high line. I think when the car will get tight, and so if I'm trying to crank the wheel to hold it towards the line, that's when the back end starts to come around, get on the gas. So it just seems a little more comfortable in the high line than on the bottom. Just like a lane up like this. All right, I'm gonna pit this time. Chuck down is right in the way.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
I think the pit road starts right here. All right, not too bad. Didn't hit the wall. That pit wall sticks out, and it'll miss my pit, whatever. The pit wall sticks out quite a bit, and if you're not paying attention, it's easy to lose control of the car and just go head on into it.
Okay,
all right, I'm gonna practice that one more time. Way loose on the flat here. Try to remember that coming off pit road. Don't drive on the flat. See right there, I'm going to look at that in the replay, but right there it looked like Wally Dallenbach just cut down going into 3 to get on pit road, and it looks like he cut right in front of Waltrip. I didn't quite see that, but that didn't look good. All right, I'm going to pit this time.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
All right, that looked a lot better. Ooh, Rick Mass coming out. All right, let's take a look at that replay. Yeah, it was right in here. Dallenbach is holding up some cars. Yeah, see, he just slams on the brakes in front of everyone going into turn 3. And then it's just accordion effect right here where these guys start slamming on the brakes. And he hits the brakes so hard, there's like no time to react to that. So that's why it's so important to remember when I'm pitting and when the next pit window is. So I can try and avoid that as best I can. And I think the best time to start braking for pit road is right where the patch starts. Right there. This little line right here where the patch was. That's usually when I start gauging it. Or how I gauge the braking spot. That looked pretty good. I mean, I hit the brakes, got right on that apron part, then got on the flat. Speed limit was 45. So I was down at the speed limit. And I'm, you know, it's a little deceptive, but this line is not pit road. It's this line. This is the line where they start counting pit road, or pit road speed. All right, looks pretty good, I think. I think I'm ready to go. Where am I starting? All right, I'm starting on the outside. I kind of like that. I would rather start on the outside than the inside. And it looks like me, Cope, and Strickland all tied at 29.125 seconds. But I guess that ties automatically go to the player. All right, so I'm 24th. Hut Strickland is behind me. I think Hut Strickland will be a little faster than me at the very beginning. I could probably stay in front of Harry Gant. Kyle Petty will be pretty fast, and he's pretty far back here. Marlin's back there. Yeah, just got to watch out for Kyle Petty coming up through the field. And got to watch out for Hut Strickland being right on my bumper. I don't want him trying to jump in the middle and put me 3 wide on the outside. Let's see. Who's in front of me? Todd Bodine? Okay. All right, looks pretty good. I think I'm ready to go. Please, please be clear. Thank you.
Drivers, to your
here.
cars.
All right, here we go.
Drivers, start your engines. Is that okay?
They really should have had some better start your engine calls in this game. That's the worst one. All right, just be careful. Tires are pretty warm. I like that. Hopefully it won't be too loose on the first lap or two. It'll probably tighten up pretty fast. Just got to watch Hud Strickland behind me. But other than that, I should be okay. First pit stop on lap 66 or 67. I'm gonna lay back, give myself a little buffer.
Get ready now. Going green. Pace car's in.
And watch out for Dale Jarrett.
Green flag. Green flag. Green, green, green.
Little high, but that's okay.
Still there. Still there. Still there. Still there.
Warburton is a little slow in this outside lane, but that's okay. Just letting it sort out.
Still there. You're up top. 3 wide. Car inside.
Don't want no part of that.
Outside. Still there.
It's really hard to pass on the inside.
Outside.
The AI always get a pretty good run coming off the turns on the outside.
Clear. Inside.
Alright, I've lost some spots, but I'm really not too worried about it. Just kind of trying to survive the start and let things sort out a little bit. Some of these guys are going to start falling backwards.
Car outside. Still there. Clear. Outside. Clear.
Mike Wallace can't decide what lane he wants to be in.
Car outside. Clear outside. Outside. Still there. Clear. Outside.
See, right there, I'd like that outside lane. I don't think I'm going to be able to pass Harry Gann on the bottom here.
Clear.
But if I had gotten on the outside of him there, I think I probably could have.
Inside. Still there. Still there. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear.
All right, there was a lead group of about 6 cars, I think, that broke away and took off. But it looks like this big pack is like maybe 7th on back, all in this straightaway. So I don't feel like I'm losing too much time, even if I am pretty far down in the positions.
Outside. Still there.
See, I don't really think I can make this move on the inside, but I'm going to give it a go again. It just pushes up a little bit in the middle of the corner, and that gives him that run coming off. I could sneak in the outside here.
Clear, inside. Clear, inside.
Alright, I think I got him now.
Still there. Clear.
I think that's the best way to pass. Been trying to take it easy on my tires so I can have a little better advantage in the second half of this run.
Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear. Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Still there.
Jimmy's holding up the bottom line here.
Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
See here, it's hard to tell who's going to prevail. Looks like Mast is going to get him. I moved down there just to try and block Jimmy from getting under me.
Outside. Clear outside.
See, Hut Strickland, looks like he's going around Dale Jarrett on the outside here. Can Derek Cope get on the outside of him? Yeah, okay, Dale Jarrett's a little slow here. Kind of use him as a pick on Rick Mast.
Clear inside.
Keep it clean, Dale.
Still there.
Don't want any more incidents with him.
Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside.
All right, a little past halfway through the run. I'm up to 23rd. I think my car will be a little better in this second half of the run. I don't know how far behind the leader I am. Let's see, 17 seconds. It's pretty far. But I think there was a front group that just kind of took off from everyone. I'm going to check here. Yeah. See those front four. Shepard, Schrader, Irvin, and Earnhardt just took off. And everyone else is 10 seconds or more back. So I'm like 17 seconds behind the leader, but only about 7 seconds behind fourth place, or fifth place.
Car outside. Clear. Outside.
I can't quite see the comment, but hi. I think I saw hi. Is that a Mose wheel? No. This is a Fanatec or Fanatic wheel,
Still there.
but I have a Moza shifter.
Clear.
It's the Moza HGP shifter that I use.
Clear outside.
I like the Moza shifter because it looks exactly like what a NASCAR shifter would look like, with reverse before first
Clear
gear,
outside.
and then the H pattern. It actually has 6 gears or 7 gears, but I mean in NASCAR they only use 4, or at least back then. I think nowadays they use 5.
Inside. Clear.
But Terry Labonte was looking a little slow there, holding some people up. All right, lap 42.
Inside.
Pit in about 25
Clear
laps.
inside. Inside. Clear inside.
Oh, someone's way up against the wall. Who's that? Ted Musgrave, it looked like. He's just stuck on the outside. All right, those first 4 are still pulling away from everyone else.
Inside.
Little tight there.
Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear.
I can't remember what this wheel is called. I've always thought they called it Fanatec, but I guess it's Fanatic. But this is like the classic wheel or something. I like the wheel a lot,
Clear.
except this stitching on the inside
Inside.
can wear out my thumb right
Clear
here.
inside.
I rubbed off a little skin off my thumb after Richmond last week. I'm a little more worried about Bristol coming up. Bristol is in 2 races. That track will rub the skin off my thumb for sure. All right, I'm starting to look a lot faster than the AI here. Pulled away from Jeff Bodine. Coming up on Nemechek. I imagine those top 4 are probably catching up to lap cars now. You know, once I can get on the outside of them on a straightaway, then it's pretty easy to pass them at that point. Jeff Burton in the number 8. This was his rookie season, and he ran really well in this race in real life. He led a whole bunch of laps. Looked to be the best car, him and Ernie Irvin. Chuck Bound may be a lap down here.
Clear inside.
Yeah, okay. Chuck Bound was the first lap car in the all black car. Take a look at my tires. Yeah, right front looking pretty yellow. I've been trying to take it easy on it in this run. All right, pit stop's coming up in about 5 laps. Yeah, I'm 23 seconds back.
Car inside. Clear. Inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear.
All right, now I don't have to worry about Ted trying to pit right in front of me. How's the tire? Not looking good. All right, I may have to pit this time. I don't like that
Limit
tire looking
45.
red.
Keep it under 3,500 in second.
Okay, there's Ken Schrader. He's the leader.
Go, go, go! Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
All right, cold tires. Be really careful. Don't drive on the flat.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
All right, there's Earnhardt pitting, Strickland pitting, a bunch of guys on pit road. All right, my outlap was lap 67. These guys on old tires here. Tiptoe around them.
Clear. Leader pitting now. Inside. Clear.
All right, if we can get through this whole pit sequence without a caution, that'll work out pretty good for me because I'm making up a bunch of time right now. Two wall trips here, stuck together.
Inside.
Jesus.
Still there. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside.
Stay off the wall.
Clear inside. Car inside. Still there. Still there. Clear.
All right, no damage. All right, looks like everyone is pit. And by pitting a lap or two early, it's going to keep me on the lead lap temporarily. Me and Schrader pit at the same time. So me and Schrader should have the same number of laps on tires. But Ernie Irvin, Shepard, Rusty Wallace, bet those guys have a couple of lap pressure tires than I do. And I went 66, so that means I should be able to go to 132. which is a little short. I want to go to 134, but I couldn't risk driving around with the tire on red like that, or else the tire could pop and then the race is ruined. So I had to pit. It's got to take better care of the tires. Someone's on the apron here. Is that? It's Jimmy Spencer. Jimmy's on pit road. Look like he's coming back out. It looks like, I think that's late speed behind me. He's catching me. See, he's probably got a couple lap fresher tires than I do. So he'll be faster than me. I'm not gonna put up much of a fight. I'll just let him go. Some smoke in turn 3. Someone hit the wall.
We got trouble in the pit. Pit road is closed.
Oh, they're hitting them.
Here comes the leader. Car inside. You got a slow car ahead. Clear inside. We got a wreck on the front stretch. There's an accident in the pit, okay?
All right, I got a little bit of that.
The pacing line. Stay behind the 90 car. You all right? Looks like you got some kind of engine problem.
Oh, you gotta be.
Looks like we're bent up on the back end. We got trouble in the pit.
All right, it looked like people were sideways on the front straightaway and everyone just started running into them.
There's an accident in the pit.
And then I saw Rusty. I think I can pass the pace car here. Yeah.
Pit road is now open. We can't pit this time by. We're not on the lead lap. We got trouble in the pit.
Then I saw Rusty hit someone on the apron and then he started spinning. and it spun right up in front of me. There wasn't really anything I could do. Hopefully I minimize the damage as much as possible, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of guys falling out of the race now. Though the car is not running very fast right now. This could be bad. Alright, I'm going to get caught up with the pace car. Then I'm going to pit and try and get as much damage taken care of as possible. Yeah, and then when I was hitting Rusty trying to avoid him, people just started piling into the back of me. So the back end's all messed up too. Alright, I'm going to pit this time. Boy, that's going to make this race a lot longer. I'm still in the lead lap.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500. In second, past the 28 car. Past the 21 car. The pace cars in turn 1.
It would be really helpful if
The pace cars in turn 2.
if the spotter could say, like, hey, this is a mess, just stop.
The pace cars on the back straight.
Come on. Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of
go.
people out of the race.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500. In second, the pace cars in turn 3. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Stay behind the 26 car.
Well, at least I didn't cause it. I was just a victim of circumstances.
We're going green next time by. Okay, we're on the lead lap. Stay on the outside line. Stay behind the 15 car on the outside line.
Alright, I don't think my car is going to be very fast, but I think there's going to be a lot of damaged cars, so... oh, this sucks. Well, it is what it is. I'll go until the engine blows up. But yeah, there's only 27 cars left in the race. So hopefully I can still get a top 20. Oh, we'll see. Still plenty of time to go, so who knows. But I'm just going to let a whole bunch of guys go here on the start, I think. So I'm going to be pretty slow.
Get ready now. Going green. The pace car's in. Green, green, green! Car inside.
Just be careful with the car. Not sure how it's going to handle exactly.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of get out of everyone's way.
Clear.
Let them sort it out. All right, I went green on lap 90, so I'll have to pit on 157.
Car outside. Still there. Clear.
All right, well, I'm not the slowest car on the track. Car just wants to spin in 1 and 2. Lap times are better than they were when I was on old tires. Definitely going to tighten the car though. this is a bummer because this is when I love racing the most. When you get a bunch of damaged cars out there, get a bunch of slow cars out there, and then you can race for position around them and stuff. But being one of the damaged cars is not as fun. It is what it is, though. Looks like I'm faster than Hensley, Trickle, Spencer, Bill Elliott. So I should be able to stay in front of those guys at least. I think I could still get a top 20 if the engine holds up. And if there can be another wreck or two, maybe I can get a top 15. But I need the points, so I'll go as long as I can. The tough part here, though, is just trying to stay out of the way. I'll do the best I can. Yeah, I just can't quite floor it through 1 and 2 without the back end trying to come around. So if I tighten the car up a little bit, that might improve it somewhat, so that at least I could floor it through there. But, man, at this point it's just limping around. Alright, here comes the leaders. Just gonna stay high.
Here comes the leader. Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Boy, Dale Earnhardt's the leader, and his rear end's all busted up too.
Car inside.
Ernie Irvin looks
Clear
okay.
inside.
Lake Speed looks okay.
Inside. Clear.
Terry Labonte's got a little bit of damage on the bumper. All right, someone's on pit road.
Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
It looked like Rusty Wallace on pit road. Comes Strickland.
Inside.
You know, it sucks having to just limp around the whole rest of the race. But I don't even mind this. I mind more when there's incidents that I'm involved in or that I cause. Those I hate. But I mean, if people are going to wreck in front of me and there's just nothing I can really do, that's just racing.
Car inside. Clear inside.
And back in these days, it wasn't uncommon that a bunch of cars would have damage but still be riding around trying to get as many points as they can. So you can't say it's not immersive, even if it is, even if you're not really competitive anymore. One thing I wish that my crew could make the car just a little better on each pit stop. You know, in real life, they would, like this, the deck lid behind the driver's side, I mean, get the mallets out, go to town on that, get it back down where it should be, put some tape on the front, make a couple of those huge patches with the duct tape, put it on the front, help with the aero a little bit, and I won't be that bad off. You know, and even so, I mean, the car doesn't seem that bad. It's just down the straightaway. It just doesn't have the speed. And now, I mean, my biggest concern is the engine blowing up. I don't know that the engine will make the whole race at this point. All right, here comes a line of cars. It's like led by Jeff Gordon. I'll just stay to the outside.
Car inside. Still there.
At least they're all single file.
Still there. Clear. Inside.
All right, and there's Hamilton. He's who I was behind on the restart. Way too hard into that corner. See, these guys, these three right here aren't that fast down the straightaway either. lap are we on? 133? Alright, so we've been going about 40 laps on this run. 45. I think we went green on 91. Yeah, so about 45 laps. At this point, the car doesn't feel too loose in 1 and 2 anymore. I kind of want to tighten it up because I don't want to spin out in 1 and 2, but I don't want to tighten it up too much or it might start wearing out that right front again. And I think my best bet for making up positions is to catch a caution on pit stop sequence. But there's so few cars out here now, I don't know that there's really that much risk of cautions. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, my tires look pretty good for being at 45 laps into the run. All right, I am gonna tighten the car a little bit. So I'm going down half an inch on the track bar. And, you know, these 3 cars ahead of me and even Sterling Marlin way up ahead, they caught me when they were on new tires, but now that the tires are wearing, I'm not doing too bad. Like, I'm hanging with these dudes here. I could still see Hut Strickland way up there too. So it looks like it's just the first half of the run where I'm really slow. Second half of the run, I'm kind of okay. I don't know, should I go down a whole ½ inch? Maybe just a ¼ inch. And the car feels fine now. It's that first like 15 to 20 laps of the run, the car just feels like it's gonna spin out in 1 and 2. I'm actually catching these guys now. And they are for position. Rusty's for position.
Inside. Clear inside.
It looks like Bobby Hamilton in the Kendall car is slower down the straightaway, but then he catches up to him in the corner. Like they pull away a little bit down the straightaway, but then he gets right on their bumper in the corner. Yeah, see, look at him fly by Rusty Wallace on the outside there. He was just kind of stuck behind him. Look, Hamilton just went around Jeff Gordon too. You know, there was a car on pit road. I wonder if it was him, and he's got fresher tires.
Clear.
See, and the fact that he was stuck behind these two guys for so many laps, I think that's just a matter of this being a modded track.
If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
If this was a default track, he would have gotten past. All right, should be coming up on pit stops here. Yeah, Hensley's on pit road. How's that tire? See, the tire looks way better than it did on that first run. All right, what did I put? Yeah, 1/4 inch. Okay, I think that's better than doing 1/2 inch. I think I'll stay out as long as I can. I don't really have anything to lose. Maybe I can catch a caution and stay just one lap down or something. Alright,
Almost out of
gotta
fuel. You're gonna have to come in for a splash.
watch out for these two. No, they're staying out too. I'd rather not pit with them. Rather they just get out of the way. Okay, there goes Rusty. Alright, I'm gonna have to pit this time. I can probably leapfrog Gordon here if he's going to pit. No, he's not pitting.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
Oops. Get the gear in the right gear. Couldn't get the gear in the right gear.
Wait, something's wrong. Come on, you guys. One of the air wrenches jammed. Go, go, go!
There's a lot wrong right now, Spotter.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Sorry, buddy. I know you can make it up on the track.
Yeah, okay. With this car, I don't think so. Alright, there goes Earnhardt. So I think I'm probably 2 laps down now. Alright, be careful on these tires.
The leader's pitting now.
Okay, there's a spot. Who's that? Loy Allen? Actually, I don't think that was a spot. I think I'm already in front of him.
Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear.
You know, just like on the restart, all these guys are a lot faster than me on fresh tires. Rick Mass is missing his whole front end.
Inside. Clear.
if I can hang here, I think I'll be faster than Rick Mast in the second half of this run. And the car definitely feels a lot better in 1 and 2 now. It doesn't feel like it's just going to spin. All right, I think that track bar change made the car just a little bit better.
There's a cross flag. We're halfway home.
Halfway.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500. In seconds. Car inside. Clear. Looks like we're bent up on the back end.
All right, yeah, the car's still a little loose. All right, the car was feeling okay. But then when I went to pass Jimmy Spencer on the inside, it just, that inside line is not good.
Clear inside. Car inside.
The car just gets way more loose on the inside than on the outside. Yeah, now the car is just trash. All right, there's Mayfield on pit road. I don't know if I hit anyone else when I got loose there. I'm glad I didn't hit that inside wall. It was coming up quick.
Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear.
Well, in real life, that certainly would have knocked me out of the race right there.
Here comes the leader. Clear. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
Yeah, left front tire looks horrible. Well, let's see here. cars are still in the race? 25? I think it's still probably better to stay out as long as I can. Rather than just pitting right now. Boy, that was just not a good situation though. Like, I was coming up on Spencer. I know I'm faster than him. But then there was two guys behind me who were faster than me. I should have just stayed behind Spencer and let those two guys go. And then pass Spencer when it was just me and Spencer. But I was trying to stay in front of those two guys, and or at least just trying to get in front of Spencer so I could let them go and just push the car too hard on the bottom, and it just got loose.
Inside. Clear.
Still wondering if I just pit right now, I could get the car fixed as good as possible. Get fresh tires.
Clear.
Then I'd be on much better tires than everyone else. But I don't know that that would help very much or help enough to offset pitting under green in the middle of a run like that.
Clear.
So it seems like just staying out here is probably the best thing to do. I don't know, either way, unless there's a caution or some people blowing up, it's going to be tough to finish in the top 20.
Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside.
39 laps till pit stops. Boy, Spencer is now faster than me. But I think if I can pit and get this damage fixed, I don't think I'll be too bad. I mean, it won't be good, but I mean, and getting a new left front would be really helpful right now. And a new right front. I mean, the tires just look horrible. Just about every car has damage on it. Get out of Bodine's way.
Clear.
You know, Ernie's car looks the cleanest, but he's running way behind Earnhardt. And Earnhardt's old back bumper is all messed up. Whole line of cars coming behind me.
Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Still there. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside. Here comes the leader. Car inside. Clear inside.
I mean, Dale's car is all torn up. He's still the fastest car out here. Let's see. Man, if I had missed that first wreck, I'd easily be in the top 5.
Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear.
I imagine this is what drivers would think about in real life. And if I just missed that wreck, I'd be golden. How's the tires looking? That left front don't look good. Pit stop at 23 laps. Still in the top 20. Left front's still yellow. It looks like it's going to turn red at any moment.
Inside. Clear. Inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear. Inside. Still there. Clear inside.
Still yellow. Laps till the next pit stop, unless it turns red.
Inside. Clear.
Okay, there it's red. Alright, I gotta pit next time.
Car inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside.
It's gonna be a long pit stop.
Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
Shoot, did I just speed? I hope not. I don't think so. Well, they're not turning the engine off, so must not have gotten any engine damage. Oh boy, this is taking forever.
go, go, go!
All right, here
Limit
we go.
45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
And I didn't speed, so that's good. Alright, be careful in these turns. Cold tires, the car is loose. I mean, at this point, I just want to make it to the end so I don't get a DNF. N23rd. People are going to have to pit. And assuming there's no caution, I am making up some time by being on fresh tires, though sitting on pit road for an extra 15-20 seconds doesn't help. All right, there's Dick Trickle and Rick Mast on pit road. Some of these guys are probably going to pit.
The leader's pitting now.
Just be careful around them.
Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
The car feels okay on the outside. that's Earnhardt in front of me. Okay, he had already pitted. He was just stuck behind Greg Sachs. All right, well, I'm still fighting for a top 20. All right, it says I can go 50 laps. That'll get me to 272. And then there will be 28 plus 28. That's 56. All right, so only one more pit stop left. Looks like everyone's gonna have to pit at least one more time. And I'm guessing at this point, I don't think there's going to be any more cautions.
Car inside. Clear. Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear. Inside. Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
Man, I'm 6 laps down now. I don't think there's any way I'm going to make any positions unless some people blow up.
Inside. Clear inside.
But I'm on the same lap as Hamilton and Hensley. I think I'm faster than Hensley. I don't know about Hamilton. All right, I am faster than Hamilton. I'm pulling away from him. And I think Jeremy Mayfield is pitting right now in the 95, so I may catch him while he's on pit road.
Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside.
The car is running so much better than it was in the last run. That's for sure. All right, Mayfield got out in front of me, but I think I'm faster than him. So I'm thinking right now, the best I can probably do is 19. Unless there's another caution or some wrecked cars or people blowing up. Yeah, Mayfield's on new tires, so he's just taken off. But I think over the course of the run, I'm better. I don't know, we'll see how it shakes out. It's like Hensley has passed Bobby Hamilton, so now Hensley is behind me. Yeah, he's catching me. But not by much. And I'm hoping as the tires wear, I'll be able to pull away from him a little bit.
Inside. Still there. Still there. Clear inside.
Man, Mayfield just gained so much on those new tires. I mean, I don't know if I'll gain that much on him once I pit to make all that time up.
Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside. Clear inside.
Let those guys go.
The leader. Car inside. Clear inside.
All right, me and Hensley are about the same right now. So I don't think I have to be too worried about losing a spot.
Car inside.
As long as I keep the car going in the right direction, then I should finish 20th or better. There's Mayfield in the Shoney's car. He's now got a lap on me. Yeah, I mean, him being on fresh tires for this long, I don't know. Even when I pit, I don't think there'll be enough laps for me to really pass him. I don't know, we'll see. And I'm now pulling away from Hensley. Hamilton on the apron. He wasn't smoking, so I don't think he's out.
Inside. Still there. Still there. Clear inside.
So if I pit right now, I wouldn't have to pit again. And I would have the fresh tires that would help me gain a lot of speed on these guys. But I mean, I don't know that it's enough. I could catch Mayfield. And then ahead of Mayfield, it's 4 laps to Brett Bodine and Shepard. So I don't know that that would do any good. How's the fuel? 12 laps till I have to pit again. Line of cars coming.
Still there. Clear inside.
Check the tires. Tires look fine.
Car inside.
Okay, Bobby Hamilton is short pitting it. And he was behind me after I pit. Is he? I'm starting to wonder if he's going to leapfrog me by being out on fresh tires this whole time. He might. So I'd like to finish at least 20th. I don't like when it starts recommending less than a full tank. I mean, I'm not gonna need a full tank necessarily, but
looks like we're running low on fuel. If that fuel pressure gauge starts to drop, come on in.
But they'll recommend like a can and a half, and then I'll run out of gas on the last lap. So I would like my 2 cans. I'm getting 4 tires, and might as well top it off. See, now it says recommended 2 cans. Which if it goes back down to, see, now it changed what I put there. I don't like that. This crew chief just really wants to run me out of gas. Okay, now it says 2 cans again. Tires look fine. See, now we're back to 1.5 cans. That's the intricacies of this game. I didn't notice that it would do that when I started my 92 season, and it cost me a position at Richmond. And I know it's happened in some other races of mine.
We're almost out of fuel. You're going to have to come in for
See,
a
it just keeps going from 2 cans to 1.5. I don't know if 1.5 would be enough, or if he'd run me out of gas on the last lap. So I'd like to get my 2 cans. All right, well, I'm going to have to pit next time around. Some cars coming. All right, I'm going to pit this time.
Here comes the leader. Limit 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
All right, 2 cans. Please leave it alone on 2 cans. Thank you.
You're too far forward. Back up. Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds. Wait. Something's wrong. Come on, you guys. One
There's
of
a
the
lot
air
wrong.
ranges jammed. Go, go, go. Go, go, go! Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in second.
That's the first time I've slid through the pit stall in a while.
Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Sorry, buddy. I know you can make it up on the track.
Woo, woo, woo. Touch that line a little bit. Alright, cars on my outside, they might be pitting. No, okay. That could have been really bad if they were. Alright, cold tires, be careful.
Car inside. Clear.
Alright, I came out in front of Hamilton, and I have fresher tires than him by like 20 laps, so I shouldn't have to worry about him.
Car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear inside. Inside. Clear.
Alright, I'm catching Bill Elliott. He's going to have to pit still, so I shouldn't have to worry about him. That'll get me back in 20th.
The leader's pitting now. Inside. Clear inside.
I should be pulling away from Hensley, so even if he has fresher tires, he'll be too far behind to actually catch up. I think. Earnhardt going 3 wide in the middle. That surprised me. I didn't see him doing that until he was already in the middle.
Clear inside.
That was close. All right, here's Mayfield. Let's just be careful here.
Car inside. Clear.
All right, Mayfield is on much older tires now, but I'm too far behind him. I don't think. I mean, yeah, there's, even if he pits, I still don't think I'll be able to catch him. Oh, okay, Mayfield's pitting right now. I would have needed him to stay out for another like 30, 40 laps in order to make up enough time, but it's whatever.
Clear inside. Car inside. Clear inside. Car inside.
All right, Hensley behind me. He probably has
Clear.
fresher tires than me, but
Clear.
he's too far back now. He's not going to catch me. I think I'm locked into 20th at this point. Unless someone blows up. All right, 19 to go.
Here comes the leader. Inside. Clear.
Earnhardt has led pretty much every lap since we went green on like lap 90 with that busted up rear bumper.
Inside.
I wonder if he's lapped the field now.
Still there.
Let's see.
Clear.
Nope, Irvin's still on the lead lap. I'm surprised because Irvin, his car looks pretty good. But Earnhardt with that busted rear end is still faster than him. Someone really slow here. Oh, okay, that's Hamilton. He somehow got off, got on a different pit strategy,
Still there.
off sequence.
Clear. Car inside. Clear inside.
All right, 11 to go about.
Car inside.
The line of cars here.
Still there.
Stay high, let them go.
Clear inside.
See, Ernie's car looks good. I think he'd be faster than Earnhardt. All right, about 5 to go.
5 more to go.
Oh, someone's pitting. Couldn't tell who that was. But I mean, there's not enough laps left for me to pass them if they were out at this point. White flag.
White flag. 1 more lap to go.
Well, at least the engine was able to hold up the whole rest of the race. I'm happy about that.
There's the flag. It's over.
Earnhardt wins it.
Keep it under 45. Keep it under 3,500 in seconds.
All right. Exports. This is number 4. Atlanta. Number 4. Atlanta. All right, so Earnhardt wins it, even with a busted up rear end. Irvin gets second. Lake Speed gets third. 1 lap down. Only 2 cars on the lead lap. Speed, Labonte, Gordon. Gordon, another good finish after, I think he's gotten 2 top 5s in a row after DNFing the first 2 races of the season. Marlin, Musgrave, Strickland, 2 laps down. Wallace, Bodine, Gant, 3 laps down. Burton, Sachs, Mast, 4 laps down. Cope, Bodine, Shepard, Mike Wallace, Jeremy Mayfield, and there's me in 20th. 9 laps down. And then Hensley, Hamilton, Elliott, Spencer. Only 24 cars finished the race. that huge wreck kind of messed up the whole thing, but it is what it is. I want to see the replay on here. Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. There we go. All right, I was pretty happy with this first run. So I started 24th, and I prefer the high line. So as I'm staying in the high line, I was losing a lot of positions. But I wasn't too worried about it. I knew my car would be a little better on the longer run. So I think I went back to like 30th or 31st at the beginning. But I wasn't too worried about it. By the time we pit, I was in 15th. So I think the tire wear change that I made in the Trackini file did help. It made it more competitive. In the 92 race, I think I was back around 28th for a while, and then I got up into the top 10, like maybe 6th by the time we pit. So this time I only was able to get up to 15th. So it was much more competitive. So this first run I thought was really good. The pit stop was good. Got back out there. After the pit stop I was in 6th because I pit a couple laps early. So I was in 6th, but people were catching me. So, I mean, everything is going really well at this point. And then it all just kind of goes to hell here. Let's see. Yeah, Lake Speed he had a couple lap fresher tires, and I knew he was faster, so I let him go. That put me in 7th. But everything's looking good. And then I think, is it right here where the wreck happened? No, it was the next lap. Yeah. Let's see what happened here. It looks like this was just one of those things where the wreck started here, but then it just kept going. And then by the time you got to the front straightaway, it was just a total mess. Like, look at all of these guys here. I imagine one of them is going to end up hitting the end of pit road. Okay, we got multiple cars sideways. Okay, so Dallenbach blows up right here going into 3. Rick Mast hits him. Dallenbach hits the wall. And then Nemechek, Shepard, Todd Bodine get involved. See, and right here, I mean, if the AI was a little better at crash avoidance, right here it should be a non-issue. Like, guys should either go low around it or go high around it. I picked to go high around it, but by the time I showed up, yeah, most of these guys had already warped to their pit. So yeah, we're going around. Everything looks okay. Okay, here's me. And I see that, like, Todd Bodine is slow here. And right in here somewhere, let's see, where am I? Yeah, right in here, I see that Todd Bodine's slow, and I see Rusty Wallace, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, I think Rusty Wallace is going to run right into the back of Todd Bodine. And he does, right there. So I was looking at that mess. How can I get a better view of this? Yeah, so I was looking at this here. It was Rusty Wallace and Bobby Hamilton. They go low and they just run right into the back of Todd Bodine. So I'm thinking, man, I just want to miss this. Meanwhile, somehow these guys get sideways. Okay, this is that group that all went low to avoid the wreck. And then they just mindlessly decided to all run into each other. And at that point, the track is blocked. And then you got John Andretti making the whole thing much worse. And so now the whole track's blocked. I mean, at that point, there's nothing you can do. And I'm somewhere right in here. God, these angles. Yeah, here I am. Right here. Seeing, you know, these guys sideways in the road. And so at this point, I'm just trying to, like, minimize the damage. So I'm all the way on the brake because I can tell I'm about to hit somebody. And then Darrell Waltrip hits Rusty, and then Rusty's back end just spins right into the front of my car. Meanwhile, Dave Marcus is running into the back of me here. And then it's just a huge pile up right here. And see, they're still running into the back of me because they're all just piling into each other. And see, you got an even bigger mess. Everyone's getting involved. Man. That's just really too bad because I mean, my strategy at that point when I saw these cars sideways right here was just stop. You know, like just don't run into anyone. If anything, you want people to run into the back of you, then it doesn't damage the engine. So then you're still as fast down the straightaways, and then it's just a matter of fixing the handling if the back is all messed up. So right here, I'm just completely locking up the brakes. And there was just no avoiding it at this point. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. But, you know, wrecks like that, it doesn't bother me if it's not me causing it. You know, it wasn't my fault. I was just an innocent bystander. I figured there would be a lot more wrecks like that in my 92 season, and I just got lucky that there wasn't. All right, let's see my perspective here. What can you do? And you know, one of the hardest parts about trying to navigate through this kind of stuff, you know what, I should have just went down pit road, although I think it was a little too late to make that decision. But one of the hardest parts is all these AI back here who are, they don't slow down quite like I would. See, like Waltrip is ready to just go flying in, and he's the one who really messed me up because he hits Rusty, who then spins up into me. So if he had just been slowing down more, I think we could have gotten through this. But the AI, they just, it's like Days of Thunder, you know, you see the smoke and you just floor it and try and go through it. And it's him hitting Rusty that did the most damage to my car. Yeah, that was a bummer. But it is what it is. Let's see. I mean, the front of the car doesn't look too bad. I think on the restart here, I just kind of got out of the way and let everyone go. And this is lap 90, so we went 238 laps green to the end of the race from this restart on. Yeah, right here I just get out of the way and just let them all go. But, you know, even at this point, I'm faster than these guys, Bill Elliott, Hensley, Dick Trickle. And so halfway through this run, I was keeping up with like Jeff Gordon. That would have been like 140 about. Let's see, can we go to 140? There we go. See right here, I'm keeping up with Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, and Bobby Hamilton. Even though they had already gone around and lapped me, but the second half of the run, I was still decent enough that I wasn't losing too much time. I mean, all things considered. So it wasn't too bad. But then there was the issue when I was trying to pass Jimmy Spencer. Let's see when that was. Let's see. Where's Spencer? Okay, I haven't caught him yet. Okay, yeah. Here's Spencer. Here's the two guys that were faster than me catching up. Yeah, we're going around. And it's just kind of a kind of sandwiched in between them because Spencer is going slow. Then me, then these two guys are going faster than me, so I get kind of sandwiched in the middle of these guys. And it looks like right here, I'm thinking I'm going to pass Spencer on the inside, get in front of him, and then let these two go. That was a dumb decision. I should have just stayed behind Spencer, let these two guys go, and got in behind them and then passed Spencer. But I don't know, a little bit of impatience or just thinking I could get away with it. And the car in the bottom lane just didn't feel right. Yeah, see, that would have put me out of the race in real life. The car just gets really loose on that bottom lane. And I start to lose it. Try to catch it, hit the wall pretty hard. You know, if these two guys hadn't been there, I don't think I would have spun all the way around. I mean, because I kind of caught it right there, but when I caught it, then these guys are here. And that's what kind of got me pointing towards the wall. So I don't think that would have been nearly as bad of a deal if those guys hadn't been there. But, I mean, by this point, it was already a dumb position to be in. I should have just stayed behind Spencer and let those guys go. And then this was a tough call trying to decide, should I just pit and fix the damage and get back out there? Should I just keep trying to go? I figured I'd just keep going, and I think that kind of messed me up too. I don't know. I mean, if I hadn't had that issue trying to pass Spencer, there's a chance I could have, I don't know, Brett Bodine was pretty fast, but I think I was a lap or two ahead of him at that point. So I don't know. I could have been fighting with these guys. But it don't matter. 20th it is. All right, export. Saved. Earnhardt wins it. And his rear end is fixed in that picture. All right, let's see. Let me get this stuff in here. And I'll bring up the points. Event. New event. 12/06/2025. Atlanta 04. Save. Close. All right, results. Import. Atlanta. And I didn't lead any laps either. Dale Earnhardt led 220. Save. Close export to 94 points. All right. I'm in 5th. So I only lost 2 spots. I was in 3rd. I finished 20th. So, I mean, staying in the race and getting as many spots as I could helped out a lot. So I still am in 5th. I lost 2 spots to Shepard. Ernie Irvin's now in 2nd, 60 points behind Rusty Wallace. Terry Labonte is behind me. Then Rudd, Speed. There's Earnhardt. Earnhardt already has, he already has 2 DNFs. So that win helped him a lot. And Jeff Gordon has moved up to 21st because he's had 2 DNFs too. A lot of DNFs. I mean, there was a lot of guys who got taken out in that wreck at Richmond. Mark Martin, way back here in 33rd, has had 3 DNFs. He got taken out at Richmond, at Atlanta. He's only completed 34% of the laps. That's horrible. Yeah, and my laps completed is hurting right now too. Well, I'm at 99%, but I haven't finished on the lead lap in any of these races so far, which I kind of like. It's making it more challenging, and I think that race at Atlanta was a tough race, but I need to have some races like that to keep the points interesting. So I'm okay with it. As long as I didn't cause that wreck, it is what it is. Just an innocent bystander. And I've led 2 laps on the season. All right, the real race. I've been watching this race a bunch this week. Ernie Irvin won it. He led 207 laps. But Jeff Burton finished 4th. He led 87 laps. Jeff Burton looked really good in this race. It's kind of weird. That 8 car was not really like a top team. But every once in a while, they would just get it right, and they would do really well. So, like this race, they did really well. I remember the Southern 596, Hud Strickland almost won, ended up finishing 2nd. I was really hoping he'd win that race, but Jeff Gordon eventually passed him. So, Jeff Burton did really well in this race, and I don't know that Jeff Burton started any races in 93. Now I have to look. Okay, he started 1 race in 93. That was at Loudon. So this was Jeff Burton's 5th start. And he led 87 laps and finished 4th. That's pretty good for back then. I mean, you didn't typically see that. And he's not doing it in a Hendrick car or a Childress car or something like that. He's doing it in the Stavola brothers car. So this was a very impressive run for Jeff Burton, super early in his career. There's Jeff Gordon, finished 8th. Jimmy Spencer in 10th. They had 30 running at the end. How many cautions they had? They had 5 cautions. Only 1 caution in my race for that huge wreck. And Wally Dawnback in the 43 car missed this race as well. And either right before this race or qualifying or right after qualifying, after they had missed 2 races in a row, Bob Jenkins said that Richard Petty had some kind of like media press conference or something where he said that he was going to start like trying to take more responsibility for the team because it was not looking good for them at all. And so it seems like, I don't know, maybe missing these races kind of made him be like, okay, we got to really do this. And he got much more serious about being a team owner and being involved in all of it and turning the team around. Buddy Baker attempted to make this race. How old would he have been? he was born in 41, so he would have been 53 years old. 53, trying to make races. It's awesome. Buddy Baker was awesome. There's Danny Sullivan, still trying to make these races, though he wasn't making any of them. And Rick Corelli too, trying to make these races, but was missing races, and eventually they just kind of called it quits. And Ernie Irvan in the lead after this race by 101 points. Ernie Irvan was looking really strong in 94. All right. Well, if anyone tuned in, thank you so much. Daytona 500 is good. Thanks for your comments, man. I appreciate it. I agree. Daytona 500 is good. Yeah, this is a Fanatic wheel. I got a Moses shifter, though. I really like the Moses shifter. All right, that's it for this one.